Morning all. Okay, let's play one or two 5-minute games this morning. So it's 8:15 here in the UK, London, and I think the arrows went down well yesterday. There was a very dramatic game yesterday. The only game I played on 5-minute. Where I thought I was getting hacked on the H file yesterday, and there was a saving resource. So I'll definitely check out that video. It's got like something like over 100 likes as well, just in a day, which is thanks very much for liking that video. It was pretty cool. It was a one-off, I think, because usually it'd be slaughter time for the king in that sort of situation. So what's going on here? Should we look at an opening trap while we're waiting? Qa3, you aware of this one? And the Qa3, Knight d7, a little cheap move here. Knight d7 tries to be solid. Queen e2, cheap move. I'm sure most of you have seen that before. There's Knight d6. Ah, Simon Williams. Okay, let's try and keep it maybe non-theoretical. I think this is GM Simon Williams. Pretty cool. Is he going to play? I'll say hi. Okay. This is Dutch Stonewall, I guess. Or Leningrad. Can I play it with a C3 idea? Or maybe like French defense type thing with a thin-chatted bishop. Maybe B4, try and accelerate an attack on the queen side. Will he take the pawn? So like French defence with thin-chatted bishop he has. There is sometimes a pawn sack like that I've seen in French defence games. Really interesting French defence games. I'm hoping to get some counterplay anyway against my esteemed grandmaster opponent, who's 2-3-7-4, not that much higher, you know, on the ICC 5-minute auto pairing. It is pretty tough. On this auto pairing, my queen's not bad. Can I get into d6 or c7, or is it a bit too loose? Looks a little bit loose, really. And I need to sort of speed up things. I think that bishop could be useful there. Maybe if I get to b7 or something. So knight c3 bishop. Let's get this bishop to, mind you, he's going to try and hack my king, isn't he? What about knight e2 to f4? He plays g5 or something? If I play h4 first, he'll play h6. This plan is not that good, is it? Getting a bit of a clock advantage. So bishop b5. Is he worried about bishop b5? Queen a4, bishop b5? Okay, maybe he was. I think I'll go for that anyway. Maybe the bishop can return back later. Bishop a6 would be interesting. Knight f4 is definitely interesting. Okay. Can I get onto this c file? With queen c7, he's going to stop it. Maybe I should have played bishop a6 first. Well, bishop a6 coming up and then queen c3 again. Would that offer something? Okay, so he's a pawn up. Big deal at the moment. Get this c file. Can I? Queen c2, queen c7 with a bit of counterplay. It's got queen b4. Queen b4, queen c7, rook c8. I don't know then. What about knight c3, knight b5 instead? Knight c3, rook c8. There's no knight b5 because of rook c1. What about king g1 first? I think I'll go for this anyway. So he's going to get a pawn to h3 and just hack attack, is it? Can I get my queen onto those dark squares again? Maybe queen c2 now, coming up. Or queen a3, just get the queens off. Because he's committed his pawns over here. I've got this c-file compensation. I'll break those pawns up. Can I use this g-file? I don't want to target on. I don't want this bishop to be liberated particularly. Okay, knight f1 or something. Rook g1. exciting. What about knight b5? Isn't that crying out for knight b5? There's knight g4 now. I've just lost the key pawn. Hang on. Okay, bishop c8. What about knight b3? There's knight c4. Knight c7. Rook c7. What about rook g5? His rook's kind of imprisoned. If I get rook g5 in, that's scary. Okay, I don't know. I want to play this to get this pawn. So I'm losing pawns. He's got knight c4. He can attack that bishop. I think he's winning this, to be honest. Knight takes c4. Looks a bit hopeless. Bishop c4 looks hopeless. Yep. What about d5 as an idea here for rook f5? E4's hopeless, is it? Okay, is f5 hopeless? We'll try knight e4. It's lost rook and pawn ending, isn't it? Oh, I can't get my pawns going that quickly. Can I? I don't know, though. My king's on f2 here. Oh, he's got me. I played check and then f7. Hold on a sec. This is exciting. Ah! No, his king's on it. Oh dear. Let's go into examine mode. That was a thrill anyway. I think it's so Simon Williams. If we go into examine mode. This was pretty cool yesterday. So GM, I think that's GM Simon Williams. He's got some good videos and stuff on French defence, Dutch defence. Very exciting style of play. In fact, I think I need to do a playlist on him. I haven't done a playlist on him. He's one of the strongest British players. Very exciting style. And I have covered some of his games, so it just needs a playlist. So watch out for that pretty soon on the channel. I'll do a playlist. So I just didn't have that much compensation for a pawn. I thought it looked quite good for a while. Maybe I chickened out with this queen exchange coming up. Maybe better not to exchange queens. Queen c2 looks like an idea. Just have to go to c7. So maybe queen c2, c7, and I know he's got knight c4, and he can just stifle that c file and get d5. There's knight a7, rook a8, bishop c4 there, on e6. So maybe tactically, I don't know, that c4 pawn could be a vulnerability. In which case, this idea of the c file might have been better, might have been a better chance. Just, I mean, I am a pawn down as well, so exchanging queens is not usually a good idea. If I just played queen c2, and he somehow defended, well, a7 pretty soon. But also, I took the pressure off a7. So I think I somehow, maybe I could have generated better chances. I think he might have had knight g4 here, or is there rook c7? Taking that pawn looks pretty good. Outside pass pawn. I think I was in trouble there because of e3, so this would be an outside pass pawn. Unless rook h1 is picking it up. Probably. If we revert back to the main line there. Okay, so here, this plan is too slow. He's fault my a6 and b5, which is unfortunate, and that accelerates the rook. that's brilliant because it's accelerating that rook, you know, coming in to the back row to attack this pawn. Not like that, but okay. Okay, so yeah, I think this is big trouble now because that knight is really good on the light squares. So I think where it went wrong was actually, I think Queen A3 was where it all went wrong. Maybe just, you know, Queen C2, because that pawn might be vulnerable tactically. I might have been put off by Knight C4, but I don't think, you know, it's a problem sometimes. Obviously, it needs like more analysis if you take it seriously. But King, this is really hopeless. These pawns are just much quicker than this pawn. So this was, yeah, that check was good for C2. Comments or questions on YouTube? Thanks very much.